Hey everyone, it's Lisa the Whimsical Gardener. So just got off of work, don't have time to change, been losing daylight very quickly, but I do need to dig up my tulip poplar to put in the greenhouse because the weather is changing drastically and I do have some things that I need to plant out. So in this video I am going to dig this out and then start planting all of the perennials that I have in my stash. So first that I'm going to do is I do have a container, so I'm going to use that to put my tulip poplar. So let me start digging. I would love if you can like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend as well. So watch me try to navigate. Now in this area here, at this time of the year, I'm super careful because we have had some snakes in the yard. And so I'm just going to make sure that I do some preliminary things before I go back there. So let me just make sure that nothing is there. And as you can see, things are starting to die back. So my what do you call it, hostas are dying back now, and my hydrangea over there too as well. So okay, first I'm digging up. This plant is huge, by the way. Need my tweezers, not my tweezers, my snippers, because the roots are fairly in there, so I need to trim some of the roots. Here we go. Look how huge this is, you guys. Oh my god. I look like a crazy person, do I? Yeah. Let me go put that in the greenhouse. Okay, got it back here. Gotta find a place for it in the greenhouse. I'm gonna do a little bit of trimming first, because it's really tall. Like this is probably maybe 8 feet tall, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of trimming before I put it in the greenhouse. So let me do that first. All right, I trimmed it a little bit. Now I'm gonna try to put it into the greenhouse. So I got it in. I don't know if you can see, but it's right there. So should be good. Let me put a little bit of water on it now. So while I still have a little bit of daylight, I do need to start planting my perennials. And my thought is I've got a couple of things. I've got a standard hydrangea, and I'm going to try to place that and plant that out today. And then I've got a couple of things other that I want to plant as well, get them in the ground rather than keeping them in the pot. So let me start placing them and start planting them too. So if you recall, I had a hydrangea standard that I got on clearance from Busy Bee. It's normally like $150. I got it for like 75% off, so I do need to plan that out. And what I'm thinking about is, here's the look of the, let me go a little bit farther out. Here's the look of the bed. Normally I would plant the hydrangea in the center. However, I've got this container right here blocking it. So I'm going to do a little bit more this way, I think, so that you can see it. And then the lower plants can go on this side. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, the root ball is not that big, you guys. Okay. But then, if the root ball is not that big, I plant it here instead. I'm gonna try to position the plant in 2 different ways just so I can see the height and see where it looks better. You know what, for a symmetry purpose, it looks better in the middle of the bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant it exactly where I pull out the tulip poplar from. I'll go ahead and plant it right there, which the hole is practically dug for me already. So the first thing I need to plant is this State of Grace rose, which, let me see if I can bring you in a little closer so you can see the flowers. So I think what I'm going to do is plant that out right there. And then I also have 2 echinacea. So this one here is the raspberry beret, and this one is a double coated butter pecan. Thinking what I want to do, since these are going to be like 18 inches tall or so. One there, one right there, and so I'll have the, what do you call it? What is this thing called? Hosta in the front, with the echinacea peeking out in the back, and a rose over it. I may have to move the smoke bush eventually, but we'll see. We'll give it another year here, and I may need to move it out to somewhere that has a little bit more sun. Now I also have this corkscrew camellia, and it's called well, that's what it is, corkscrew camellia. It's shade to partial sun, and it gets about 6 to 8 feet tall, 6 to 8 feet wide, but I'm going to keep this trim, and I think it'll be nice to have some blooms in the winter time up front. So I'm thinking that I want to put it behind here. Yeah, because I think this will give it some shade. Hopefully you can see a little bit better. So I did the echinaceas in front here. I did a State of Grace rose over here. And then on behind I have my corkscrew camellia. And then my thought is I just fill this area in with either annual or perennials. We'll see how it goes. It's a bed in progress. So let's start with the back first, and then I'll work our way up. Oh, the soil is really nice here. Oh, that looks so good back there, you guys. Feels so good to work in the garden when I haven't been able to been out because it's getting dark so early. So super nice. So I'm gonna put this raspberry one next to the rose, and the yellow one will go over there, because I don't want to put yellow next to peach, if that makes sense. And I'm planting my echinacea a little bit higher because I don't want the crown to be buried too deep, because if water goes too much on it during the winter time, it may rot the base of it, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm not burying my echinacea too deep. I'm putting it a little bit high. My tag so I know where I put stuff, and I think that's it for tonight. I've done a lot of damage. Look at this, but here looks like I'm a crazy person. So I think that's it for now. Let me turn the camera and show you the 5 plants that I planted for today. Yeah, so planted my standard hydrangea there, my State of Grace rose, my corkscrew camellia, and my 2 echinacea. I can almost picture this in the springtime, how it would look, but trying to transform this bed into a perennial bed with a little bit of space for annuals. I'm trying to experiment with seeing if I can overwinter purple fountain grass in the greenhouse. So I'm going to use this one as an experiment and see. So I'm going to dig it up first. I'm going to probably need to trim it before I put it into the greenhouse. And my thought is, my husband actually got me this little punch, what is it called? Little lime punch hydrangea. And I think it would look perfect here. So that way I'll have a little bit of some perennial mixed in with some annuals at the front here. It'll be really nice to have some hydrangea blooms up here. So I'm going to try to dig this out first, and then we'll plant this in here. What I'm going to do is when I dig this up, I am going to take all the roots out of this pot first, and that way the soil is nice and fluffy. So, oh, it's not really that bad. I thought it was really root bound. It's not. You realize I need to come back and fertilize the ones that I planted because I didn't fertilize them. So I'll come back and put some fertilizer around the root. Alright, so that's my, keep forgetting the name, Little Lime Punch hydrangea. So, yay, and then I'll be able to do like a little bit of annuals around it as it becomes bigger. So, now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to use the same pot. I'm going to need to go in the back and get my snippers, and then I'll use some potting soil as well and put it around and give it a good drink of water and put that into the greenhouse, and then we'll continue with our planting. So I've got this hibiscus in a container, and I know that they don't do so good in containers. So I've got this one here that's the dark mystery rose mallow. I'm going to dig that up from the pot, and I'm going to put that behind the hydrangea over there. So now I have the dilemma of digging this up. So I'm really getting my exercise in today. I freed it. planting marathon continues. So this is a hardy creeping fig that I found at Bedford greenhouse when I was there, and I saw how they use it to create like this wall of creeping fig. So I have an idea of what I want to do. So let me take you over and we'll show you where we plant them. Now this one here, I'm just going to use the hoary knife to plant because it's not gonna it's pretty easy to plant this one. So my thought process with these creeping fig, which it is hardy, I was told, in our zone. So my thought is this little lattice area that I have here, wouldn't it be nice if I plant a fig and just let it become like a wall of green vines? It'll look really nice, right? So that's my thought. So my thought is I'm going to plant one on this side and one on that side, and I'm going to train it as time goes on. If I have a picture of what Bedford Nursery did, I will pop it in. So my thought is I'm going to plant it like towards the middle here, and then I'll train it up against it. Now for this to work, I'm going to have to keep up with it and train them as time goes on. But that's the only downfall I see, honestly, to this, is having to keep up with training the vines. But otherwise than that, don't really see a problem. So as you can see, planted the creeping fig here, and I started intertwining it in the lattice. So as it becomes bigger and grows, I'm going to keep wrapping it around here, and then hopefully in a couple of months, or however, maybe next season, we'll have a little bit more greenery on the lattice. I think that will look really nice for a good vignette. Gonna finish up this planting video by doing some much needed cleaning up of the front of the house. So filming this around November 15th, and we had our first frost, so it's time that I cut back stuff. I do like this time of the year because you get to kind of clean and reset everything for the next season. This is so strange. It's middle of November, which is usually cold for us. It's 70 degrees today. Nice and breezy, 70 degrees. So great day for a fall cleanup. I usually take my marigold seeds that are dry. So when you break the top of it off, see how there's a whole bunch of seeds there, the black ones there. I usually take them out, sprinkle it in my container, so it's free plants for next year. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoy watching me taking some plants out to overwinter them, planting some of my perennials as well, and doing a little bit of garden cleanup. I would love if you can like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Share with a gardening friend too as well. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.